Yo, what's up, Hugh? Welcome in. Appreciate it. Really do. Let's go. Got a little bit of a different stream today. First of all, it's Monday. Not normally here on Mondays in the past, but my work schedule is changing. So Wednesday streams are unfortunately a thing of the past, and Monday streams I think are going to be happening a bit more often. Either Monday or Thursday. One or the other, maybe both. I don't know. I got to figure it out. This is the first week that I'm home on Monday, so figuring it out as I go. But today, guess it doesn't really matter if I have the record on here. I'm only doing one set, but I'll go ahead and get it up here. Today we're going to play one set of Open Great League. Let some people get in here. And then we're going to be taking a look at Spring Cup rankings. I haven't really looked through them too much, but y'all can team build with me. And if it goes well, and maybe it'll be this week, maybe it'll be in future weeks. But if it goes well, then I'll end up editing down the stream into making it a video so that people can reference what I find in as I team build pretty quickly. Yo, what's up, Leo? It is indeed my birthday today. We're gonna be playing some Quillfish today because y'all know I love Quillfish, and this team's worked well for me. I'm pretty low elo compared to what I was, like 2500s, but I was 2400s, and this team's given me like 3 consecutive positive sets, so good stuff. Yo, what's up, Danny's? Welcome in. April birthday's where it's at? Absolutely. Happy 21st. I'm going to go get my first beer right after the stream. That's a pretty bad lead. We're going to try Sableye. Like, both of these are good save swaps. Okay. We do outpace by 1 turn. Half expected them to catch, but they didn't. Dragon Breath's, of course, doing more than the Shadow Claws. I think it's worthwhile to force both shields. We'll see if they want to swap after this. I can go over by 1. Okay, 1, 2. Oh, well, that's a core breaker. This is the only place that I want to see Blastoise, but I'm pretty low. It's gonna be tough. 4. Okay, actually, it's not that bad. It's not that bad because of they're close to Poison Sting plus Aqua Tail, and they'll need to do still 6, right? No, 5 Disco Bash. 1, 2, 3, 4. No way that Aqua Tail's doing that, so we're going to fire the Ice Beam and hope that it's enough. Okay, it is. Expect the dragon to come back in. This is still so awkward. How do I get rid of it? Okay, 1, 2. Not perfect timing, but I wanted to get this off before they fly me. I can overfarm. They throw immediately. It just might be too low. You know what? I think I'm actually going to let this go. And hope that Quill has enough HP to actually do something here. CMP them. And then I should be 4 away from the Ice Beam. I mean, honestly, Aqua Tail plus the Poison Stings would do it, but just to be sure, we'll go Ice Beam, and that's GG's. Let's go. Yo, what's up, Gravity? Appreciate it. Running Medi, Diggers V Shadow A9. Yo. Medi some spice. I've seen a few A9s. Curious the moves that you're running on it. So I saw one the other day that was running Powder Snow and Psyshock. Which was interesting. They had that. What did they have with it? Because it was like really reminiscent of the old Politoed A9 meta. It was something super spammy with a water move. Can't remember though. Yo, what's up, Ashton? Appreciate it. This is what we call a bad lead. We're gonna get out. We do not have Sludge Wave. Okay. Could throw immediately here. It is good timing. We don't have Power Gem. I could have baited it, but they'd be able to debuff me first. So I think we just want to get the damage off. They shield anyways. I mean, they're probably weak to this in the back, but they're going to start debuffing me. I'm not going to be able to make it through this in like the 2 shield or even the 1 shield probably. Oh. Well, on one hand, I'm happy to learn this out. On the other hand, why is nobody running fighters that they're able to get away with this? Get the foul play, please. Okay. I think we survived that smackdown, so we'll get one more Shadow Claw in. Good news is Pod avoids this for now. And we got the shield advantage for now. 8. Wow, a Basti player that throws on good timing. Look at that. They do exist. Right there, 1. Ow! 2. 4. Okay. I mean, I could play 6, 7. Yeah, I can just throw it right before their next one. Okay. Play this way and hope that Pod has a good matchup in the back. I mean, we wall this, but of course they can debuff me. So again, I'm going to throw before they're able to debuff me. Just make it easier to deal with. Put it close to Aqua Tail range for Quill. It's not there. I'm expecting some kind of fast move pressure, but it could be like an Annihilate, right? It's a pretty common pairing with these two. It is indeed. 5. We're going to end up shielding everything here. Feels winnable. I kind of want to swap though. Okay, that's great that they shielded that. It's not great that I got denied. Like, what? What? Okay. 1, 2. Hello? Why are my Shadow Claws so slow? Oh my gosh, game, what's happening? I have 3 turn fast moves right now. I think I'm okay still. I think I'm okay. Jeez, no, it's 4 turn. It was longer than the Ice Shard. These are 4 turn fast moves. Oh my gosh, GG's. Restart the game. Ah! Gravity's running Powder Snow, Weather Ball, Dazzling. Okay. I mean, those Dazzlings come quick now. So, I mean, that's the moves that I expected when I saw Powder Snow. But they were on Psyshock, and they only threw Psyshock. So I don't know if they had Weather Ball, Dazzling, or what. But eligible for double AARP? Yeah, almost. Almost, Cobra. We're getting there. Appreciate it. Yo, I walked 30 kilometers last week. Appreciated DHC. Appreciate it. No Bonfire Head. What's up, the North Star? Have you tried Medi? Best underrated fighter in the meta? I have not. I have not. And I'm assuming you mean Psycho Cut? Psycho Cut, Dynamic Punch, Ice Punch? Or you're on Psychic on it? honestly, there was a ton of ghosts at the beginning of the season, and they're kind of gone. So I think Medi's a lot better right now than at the start of the season. All right, Cordelia lead we don't love. They're going to throw here. Oh, they don't. Wow, Cordelia throws on good timing. Now that's even more rare than a Bastiodon. We full send just in case. Woo! Okay, and then we'll just catch to keep this healthy. Sure. Yeah, I have a debuff Sableye now, but it's still a Shadow Sableye. It can still pack a punch. Okay, what? Oh. Alright. I thought they might throw one before I got to the potential power gem, but they don't. 7, 8, 9. Okay. They do throw here though. I guess that's 8 then, huh? They're at 3. 4, 5, 6. They get to acrobatics at 6. So they will outpace. 4, 5. Ah! Okay, I probably missed one then. I probably had the count right the first time. And when I corrected myself, I was wrong. Yeah, okay, cool. 1, 2, 3. That's an ace. We're not shielding that. Tempted to throw the Awkward Tail here just to make sure they're low. Going to overfarm though. Okay. 1. Well, we wall the fast moves with what you call it. I'm just gonna throw both here. Oh, never mind. They show. We'll just dip. 3, 4. Okay. Rock Tomb is gonna do less than acrobatics, but they're dry on the jump. They do have some energy on Cordelia. This shouldn't KO now, so I'm just going to full charge it. Oh, wow. 2, 3. Okay. I was saying 2, 3, 4, but they were actually 3, 4, 5. So they're there now. Okay, they do want to get it off. I don't think this KOs. And I have energy on Quill. I think I'm okay. Oh, it does KO. What? I should probably throw that and not take the Mud Slap. I think I lose. Pretty sure I lose. I shouldn't have taken that Mud Slap. That was silly of me. Because I can get rid of the dilly, but I can't get rid of the jump now. I see, like, even if... Okay, if I had 1 Poison Sting less, that would still outpace here to the Awkward Tail. Yeah, if I don't take that Mud Slap, we win that. My bad. My bad. I was still in shock about the Rock Tomb KO. Used Maddie for safe swap. Love catching a PC from Primate. Oh yeah. Let's go. I haven't seen a ton of Primate. I see the occasional Annihilate. Main fighter I see is Pangoro. We're 8-2 with it, but 2300s. Got you. Still solid. All right, we got another Dilly. Let's just play it the same but better. 2, 3, 4. The thing is, they always have the Claydol on the back. This one shields though. We're out. We're up. So we'll probably see the 3rd here. Okay. Go immediately? It's so odd. I mean, I can't really shield this. But my Switchcock's nowhere close to up. So I think we're going to have to show our 3rd here. Get this off before the Rock Tomb. Obviously would have preferred for them to shield that What I'm going to do here is I'm going to shield this. I'm going to aggressively swap to get energy on Quill. Oof. And unfortunately, they know I don't have Sludge. So this is looking like a 3-2 set. We'll see. Wait, what? It's only 5? Unless I let it roll out through and didn't notice it? Okay, I let it roll out through and didn't notice it. I mean, that's just a Hydro, but I'm just in a really bad spot now. I can at least see the third. We can at least see the third. Would have really helped if I threw a Aqua Tail at some point. Is it even KO? Am I going to have to invest my shield to see the third? Maybe. Maybe. Dang. Oof. All good though. Pango or Medi matchup. Oh yeah, I would imagine it's good for Medi. Well, what the heck? It's an Annihilate. The Blastoise was the problem, but oh, you know, I said it was going to be a 3-2. We still got to win one for that. Yeah, because don't you get to dynamics in like 5? Trina really likes that song by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. It's a good song. I'll give him that. Oh, so slow and also wrong swap. Alright, we played the zeros. Ow. 7. I assumed it was going to be Blastoise when I saw pure water typing. Alright, 9. We come in pod now. 10. Okay. I think pod wins CMP. I'm going to play to it. No, I actually, you know what? I played to it and we don't win it. So that's good. That's good. My counts are really good right now. Okay, cool. GG's. Yikes! Yikes! Chat, I really don't want to end on those 2 battles. So I said 1 set, but what I meant was I'm going to play 1 set plus 1 battle. Those 2 were not good. Those 2 were not good. What's up, Savitar? Welcome in. According to Home Slice, I'm officially an antique. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I think I've been an antique. I'm just, you know, adding on to the years now. Let's get one more battle and then let's take a look at some of these Spring Cup rankings. I'll get them pulled up over here. Alright. Not ideal. I think I go Sableye. It's funny, is this stream I've been using Sableye as my save swap at almost every game. But generally I use Pod as my save swap. It wouldn't help here. Either way, we're doing double resisted Shadow Claws. Though it looks like I'm going to win the zeros. No Troublades here. They'll be at 2. I don't know why they didn't Troublades immediately, but... I think Foul Play does it from there, just to be sure. We're only getting 1 move anyways. Okay. 7, 8, 9. Right. I have him one away from double swift. The counts have been real good so far, so... Ow, no, just throw. Just throw. I don't even want to take the sucker punch. What the heck? Cool, so squishy. Okay. Alright, pod sweep. Pod sweep. I guess not sweep, but... Okay. Everybody just loves the pairing of Credilli and Claydol. Of course. Okay. Okay. Still awkward. We're dry, right? You were supposed to throw, trainer. You're supposed to throw. Yeah. Aqua Jet doesn't take out from here. And Rock Tomb is going to take me out. Boo! Tomb's annoying. Alright, chat. I don't want to drag it out too long and then not have time to actually look at rankings. So we are going to head over. And if I got time to play more battles after, then cool. Let me catch this Miltank real quick. Not you, Burmy. I still need XLs to finish out my Ultra League. Miltank. Alright, let's go. Let's head over to the browser. Where things look different, but the same. Mic's still working. Still got background music. Cool, I think we're actually set up right. So here it is. The Spring Cup rankings. If you have not already looked at them, they're here. So, Spring Cup actually looks like a pretty decent meta. I haven't looked too much into it. But when you see top picks like Weezing, it's a pretty like flexible, high energy management type Pokemon. You have Ferrothorn, which Weezing is going to be resisting everything, but it can basically one-shot with Flash Cannon. I'm guessing it doesn't completely one-shot. Yeah, 93%. So just a few Bullet Seeds to take it out after that. Bullet Seeds do less than 2%. So it can basically one-shot with the Flash Cannon, but Weezing, of course, also has Overheat. And even a debuffed Overheat's going to do a ton to Ferrothorn since it's double super effective. We have Lapras, which has Psywave. Psywave's super effective into the Weezing, but kind of gets walled by Ferrothorn, or yes, by Ferrothorn. Ice Beam would hit for neutral. Everything else is going to be resisted. We have Tentacruel, a second poison type. A poison type that's going to be walling Weezing's energy. Now, interestingly, the suggested moveset here is Poison Jab, Acid Spray, and Sludge Wave. So PV Poke basically saying that water coverage is not very useful. Something to consider because, you know, Lapras's cheap move is a water move. Are you going to be throwing it very often? I don't know. We'll look a little bit more into here, but there's a lot of grasses, right? So really interesting that it would just take away Scald. Now that might be great for like the safe swap, where I know like not having coverage seems weird, but if you safe swap it, then your opponent's kind of forced to stay in after you acid spray them. Whereas on the lead, if you acid spray, then they can just dip out. You could use it to force them out, that kind of thing. Oh, Seed, I'm sorry, I missed your comment a minute ago. Morpeko, Galissapod, Serperior is a good team. So Peko, of course, weak to Fairy, Ground. So that's really good coverage for the ground part. Not as much for Fairy. There is Wigglytuffs out there. A bit soft to Jumpluff. I don't know if there's like a good... I guess if you put a poison with it, then you're even more weak to ground. Like, it seems like an okay team. It seems like an okay team, but I think there will be some things that cause problems. I mean, Glisspod's good at luring out any flyers that you have, and Morpeko can generally clean them up. But I think Jump Left would be the one that's tough. Don't bother with GBL limited matters. They tend to go DJing quickly. I mean, if so, it's gonna be that Tentacruel that I was just talking about. Yo, what's up, Willie? Here's the hope in Spring Cup is better than the last cup. Let's hope. Let's hope. Then we have Abomasnow. Abomasnow is really interesting here because it does not want to get hit by a sledge from the Wheezing. It doesn't want to get hit by the Flash Cannon. It's not even that good into the Lapras because you have to land the energy ball. Tentacruel is destroying it, so I'm not really sure why it's this highly ranked. It does beat most of the other grasses, and like, yeah, I mean, Ferrothorn, you don't want to get hit by the Flash Cannon, but you showed that, then you can come out of this with a ton of HP. Barely beats Credility. I'm guessing that you're taking a Rock Tomb there. Is that right? Yeah, you're taking a Rock Tomb. You're down to 3 HP, so make sure you have a good IV one then. I'm not sold. I'm not sold on the Abomasnow. Klefki is a bit of a problem to me because it's a regional. It's a very steel type, and you will want to know the counts. If it's ranked this high, and it's a regional, there's going to be people abusing it, right? And it has Astonish, heavy fast move pressure. Foul Play gets there every 4. Play Rough, it gets there every 6. I believe it also has a steel type move. Yeah, Flash Cannon. So that's going to be expensive. 7. So generally, the Weezings will wall the energy, but they could have Flash Cannon. Just something to be aware of. Amoonguss. Amoonguss is pretty cool. I mean, it's still fast move pressure. It's part poison, so it's going to be fine into the Tentacruels. It's going to be fine into the Weezings. You just have to watch out for the overheat. Honestly, I bet you the 2 shield is great. Let's take a look. Amoonguss might be one to consider here. Take a look at the 2s. No. Okay, well, you are still losing, but they need to land the overheat. Take off baiting. And now look. Now you survive with 100 HP. You properly shield the overheats, and you're looking great. I think Amoonguss is one that I'm going to put on the radar right now. Definitely one to consider. Probably doesn't love seeing Lapras, but with energy, it's fine, right? Well, it's saying Sludge Bomb Foul Play. It's saying not to run Grass Move. Interesting. Okay. Venusaur I don't get, really, though. Because of now... Okay, we just said Amoonguss. It says not to run the Grass Move. But you're, like, relying on your Grass Move for Venusaur. So that's at number 11. Wins against Superior. I'm not really understanding why you'd run Superior over some of these other grass types. Jellicent, sure, you can do that with Amoonguss. Credility, you should do that with Amoonguss. Abomasnow, you're not going to consistently win that. Dugong, I mean, okay, Dugong's like the only one that makes sense here. You'll appreciate Timu. Welcome in, by the way. So I'm not sold on Venusaur. Maybe someone will make it work. But it's like really bad in the Weezing. I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it. Leavanny. Okay. So this one's interesting. A grass type with Shadow Claw. It's also part bug type, so it's taking super effective from Credility's Rock Tomb. But it does say that it survives one. I mean, destroying Chestnut. I don't know why you'd run Chestnut so far. Destroys Ferrothorn. So it's a hard wall to Ferrothorn, hard wall to Jellicent. Hard wall to Jellicent? Yeah, I guess just the pacing. Pretty bad into Weezing. Not too bad into Golisopod. I think Pod's going to be one we're going to want to look at. The Leavanny looks decent. Mawile. So there is a lot here that's weak to fire. I'm always going to be resisting the fairy winds from Wheezing. It's going to destroy all the grass types. I mean, we're still resisting poison from Tentacruel, but they're resisting everything from us. I wonder if there's any shield scenario where this is even half decent. Zeros is... You get them down to 36 HP with no energy. So it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. I mean, it's losing to Wheezing here, but let's take a look at the 2 shield. 2 shield, Wheezing's winning, but is that a bait thing? Yeah, definitely a bait thing. So another thing, like Wheezing Sim's good, but bit bait dependent in a lot of these. A lot of these you need to land the overheat. So we'll see if it's actually as popular as PvPoke puts it. I don't mind it being popular because I think it's a pretty high skill Pokemon, but I don't know. We'll see. Yo, appreciate it, Michael. yeah. We're not doing too much fancy. Well, I did get a new grill. My old one started rusting out, so I got a new one, and I'm gonna grill some brisket tonight. So I'm excited for that. The moveset on Wheezing that's recommended is Fairy Wind, Sludge, and Overheat. So I think Mawile is definitely one to consider. It's one of the more RPS tap Pokemon for sure, but it does look pretty decent in this meta. I mean, even Lapras can't be that bad, right? You gotta be able to win the 2s, huh? No, not even close. I guess Sparkling Aria just hits that hard. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. You need a little bit of an energy lead to be able to do that. My boy Quillfish is on the list. Okay. Quillfish pretty good into the Wheezing. I mean, it's really just a more spammy, more fragile Tentacruel. I haven't seen too much that's getting absolutely one shot by Ice Beam. We already know the water coverage not that amazing. I want it to be better in Tentacruel. I'm not sure that it is. I'm not sure. Empoleon is interesting though. I'm going to shred through the Wheezing. Has Drill Peck for the grasses. What are we losing? Oh, doesn't shred through the Wheezing. Again, I'm sure 2-shield. Just play the 2-shield. That one I'm positive. Losing to Lapras even though you're doing neutral the entire time is crazy. Is Metal Claw just that bad? Jeez. Okay. Alright, maybe Lapras is good. Maybe Lapras is just really good. And the better... Like, what is Empoleon doing that Lapras isn't doing? I mean, better Abomasnow matchup. If we're seeing Abomasnow a lot. Better Cordilli matchup. Worse Pod matchup, I'm sure. And then, okay, there's a regular Wheezing. Empoleon's going to have a niche role, but it's not going to necessarily be anything crazy, I don't think. Here's Cordilli. I feel like Cordilli actually gets underranked on PvPoke pretty often just because the Rock Tomb's so oppressive, hits so hard. I mean, you're winning against Tropius and Flyer despite your fast move being double resisted. You're winning against Wheezing despite your fast move being resisted. Yeah, you're losing to Abomasnow, but Rock Tomb's still taking out a huge chunk of that. Ferrothorn does wall it. But I mean, look at that. 428. You're still doing crazy damage to it. Yeah, Amoonguss, of course, beats it. Like, the normal grass types are going to beat it. You're going to see Cordilli on the safe swap. I can tell you right now. You're going to see Cordilli on the safe swap. Prep for Cordilli safe swaps. Prep for Cordilli safe swaps. And Tentacruel safe swaps. I think you're going to be in a good spot. So, we're 20 rankings in. Let's go to 25, and then I'm going to start actually looking at putting some teams together. We have Araquanid here. Bug Bite, Bug Buzz, Bubble Beam. It should actually beat Cordilli pretty well. Yeah, because it's bulky enough. So that's pretty nice. I mean, you have the fast move pressure there. Doesn't want to see fairy types really. Doesn't want to see Tentacruel at all. Not 100% sold, but again, it'll have a niche role. It can hard punish some of these Credilli save swaps pretty well. You'll still get debuffed and you'll still get hurt though. Golisopod, same typing down here. Shadow Claw, X Scissor, Aerial Ace. It's good save swap in the Open Great League. I don't see why it wouldn't be a good save swap here. And like we've already seen, like some of these losing matchups are bait dependent. This Weezing's bait dependent. Among Us, you probably do actually just straight up lose. Superior, you're gonna be able to get energy. And I don't know if you want. Oh, it takes Aqua Jet off. X Scissor, Aerial Ace. Well, that's why the Weezing matchup's bad. What do you need Aerial Ace for that X Scissor isn't already doing super effective? Nothing, right? There's no way that this isn't just better. Hold on. Okay, 7 and 20. Not the best win rate. But let's put Razor Shell. Goodness gracious. Aqua Jet. Too many water moves on this Pokemon. Yeah, it goes up to 9 and 19. And then just give it a little bit of energy. Okay, maybe a little bit more. Maybe I'm coping. There it goes. 14, 14, 525. I think you could use this as a safe swap. You could also use this as a lead. And then once you have that farm down, that energy is going to go a lot more places. Super effective into the Credillis. Bad into the Tentacruel. Okay, so there's where Aerial Ace would be nice. Chestnut, you're kind of fine with X Scissor, I think. Well, I don't know. Maybe Aerial Ace would be good there. Jellicent. I mean, Aerial Ace is better, but like the damage difference between Aerial Ace and Aqua Jet and Jellicent is so small. It's so small. You'll appreciate it, Dread. Can you explain to me what is this Hollow Circle and Solid Circle? Oh, for PV Poke? Yeah. Absolutely. So on PV Poke, so here on the key wins, it's always going to be circles. Anything above 500, the number 500 is going to be a win for the Pokemon being listed here. And the solid circle just shows how hard of a win. And the battle rating here does the same thing. So look, this has an 808 battle rating. We can look at this exact matchup here and look how dominant it's going to be for the Golisopod. Golisopod wins it with 66 HP, over half of its HP remaining. So that's what's meant by the filled in circles. And it's the same thing for these X's. Here there's no large X's. Here there is. So for the horribly bad matchups, there's going to be a big X. And for the bad but not as bad matchups, there's going to be the small X. And that's consistent throughout PV Poke. If you go to the team builder, which we will here in a minute, you're going to see these same X's and O's, but without the numbers. Mud Boys. Interesting. So what do we have for Mud Boys? Whoa, way down there. Gastrodon, Swampert, Quagsire. I could see Quag. I guess there's a lot of grass out there though. It's dangerous. It's, I guess, high risk, high reward kind of thing. Like Gastrodon, you farm something down, that energy is going to get fairly walled by a grass type. I could see it working for Quag. I don't know. Not sold on him, but we'll see. Okay, so what I want to do now, we've looked at top 25 rankings. I think the top 2 safe swaps, what I'm expecting at least, or you know what, we'll do top 3. We'll say Credilli. I actually think I can do 4. I think I can add Lapras on the list too, and Weezing. What did I say? Credilli, Tenta. We'll do Weezing, and we will do Lapras. And we're going to look what we want to make sure we have in the back to answer the best for these safe swaps. I want to make sure this does indeed look like it's going to be the correct meta, but just to be sure, Spring Cup meta, boom. All right. And I want to make sure that we can maintain switch. So I'm going to look at the 2 shields first. And we're going to look for what's going to be doing really well here. So we're going to be looking for at least 3 X's here. So these first ones, not so great. Gelatin has 2 X's. Ferrothorn has 2 X's. It gets somewhat wrecked by Wheezing. Again, you have energy, then you can fight back against Wheezing. But okay, Lapras, your own Lapras wins 3. I guess, you know, sort of wins the tie. Mawile only wins 2. Ooh, we're not seeing a lot that's going to actually pick up wins against all 3. So your own Tentacruel wins 3. Only loses to the Lapras. Same for Shadow Tentacruel. Trevenant wins 3 of the 4. Pretty bad into Wheezing because of just by pacing. It's hard to get to those Shadow Balls. It's actually winning really hard against the Lapras, which I didn't expect with the Psywaves. Really interesting. See, this Tentacruel feels like it's not real, because I bet if they go straight Acid Spray, we'll just take off the option for them to go Sledge Wave. Yeah. So that's not real. That's not real. Sometimes the sims don't quite work. That's crazy to see Venusaur having 3 of these. But it's got to be the same, right? It's got to be the same, where if they just immediately Acid Spray, you're no longer winning that. Yeah. Not even close. Okay. All right. So yeah, I mean, unfortunately there's not a lot that's going to answer for all 4 of these safe swaps. Klefki, was it on the list or is it not here since the regional? Oh, well, okay, it is on the list. I went right past it. So if you have access to Klefki, unfortunately it's really good here. And look, this one even, that's going to be bait dependent. They're going to have to double bait. Turn off baiting. You're winning. You're winning. Going straight foul play. Actually, you know what? I think they don't have to double bait. Because look, they make 3 of them here. They have to single bait. Don't love that. I don't love that for the meta. If Klefki's the best answer for these common safe swaps, if you have it, run it. If you haven't run it, if it's eligible, go for it. Now, Jellicent's interesting because if Lapras swaps in, you could do a little bit of damage with your lead Pokemon, and then you can come in Jellicent and completely wall its energy, right? It doesn't matter if they have Ice Beam or Skull Bash, everything's walled. So I think as long as you do a little bit of damage, I think what's happening here is they're just surviving one Shadow Ball. Yeah, you're connecting with that Shadow Ball. They're just surviving. So just do a bit of chip damage. It looked like you needed a 13 HP gone from the Lapras. And then Jellicent's going to be real good. So I think we want to look at Jellicent in the back. Again, maybe I'm coping. But maybe we could do something like a Golisopod and Jellicent backline. And then we need to cover for their weaknesses. Which somewhat it's grass, not really, since Golisopod's pretty good into the grass. Golisopod, and I'm sticking with my gut here, going with the Aqua Jet. Maybe we'll hate that swap if there's too much Tentacruel, but then you know, Tentacruel farms down, you wall it with the Jellicent, right? Okay. So what do we need to cover hard for here? Klefki, Venusaur, Amoonguss, Credilli, Tropius, Superior. So basically all grass and then Klefki. Basically all grass and then Klefki. I mean, we could put the Wheeze. Ferrothorn's not that is pretty bad into some of these grasses. There's not really any flyers in this meta, right? So what happens if we put Amoonguss as the lead? It's a grass that beats the other grasses pretty well, but it's bad into Tropius. So maybe not. Maybe Abomasnow's in? No, if we have Abomasnow lead, then we're really weak to the Tentacruel lead. Though maybe you could still swap into Pod and eventually get it onto your Jelly. That does give us an A. Klefki's a problem, though. So a couple core breakers. Always interested to see what PvPoke recommends. 9 times out of 10, I don't like the recommendation because I can guarantee you the first thing it's going to recommend is Weezing. It is because it's just the #1 Pokemon and they love to recommend their #1 Pokemon. It's just how the site works. So there it is. Weezing and then Abomasnow. We have Mawile. Doesn't really like the Tentacruel at all. Ferrothorn, Amoonguss. Let me just plug in Amoonguss though. Because I don't know how common Tropius is going to be right now. So we have Amoonguss. Now we're not losing to Klefki. Arachnids, I mean, that's just a neutral matchup. That's fine. We have Sledge Bomb on this. Maybe we can win the zeros, right? Maybe we can win the zeros into Tropius still. Though the zeros doesn't really help, huh? And you do. You do win the zeros. But the ones is really close as well. And that's going straight Sledge Bomb. You get him down to 12 HP. So I think that's fine. I think that's fine. It would be a soft loss. You just match shields. Okay. So I think team 1, we can put it, we can just sort by alphabetical order here. So that would be the order. Amoonguss, Golisopod Safe Swap, Jelly Closer. Like again, like it says, you're losing the Safe Swap here. Oh yeah. So it just says Weezing wins the zeros. You win the 1s and 2s. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything super crazy. Tropius the only actual core breaker according to PvPoke. Or Babaro. What are people going to run Babaro for? Yo, what's up, Rusty? Welcome in. What are people going to run Babaro for? Doesn't feel that good. We could see Mantine appear as a flyer if there's like too much grass. But its matchup's so bad into Ferrothorn and Tentacruel. I doubt we see it. Like anything neutral, it's bad into. It's just bad. Okay. So team number 1, Amoonguss, Glisspot, Jellicent. Where are we at time-wise? Okay, we still got time. We can still visit some more. What else was I... Okay, Lapras seems really freaking good. As a safe swap. And honestly, like, maybe you could even do it here. And just not have the flying weakness. Yeah, I mean, then you get an A. So, if you don't want to cope with me, and you don't want to put Golisopod as good, you can do Lapras as the safe swap. And it gets a small energy lead, and then it can handle all of these grass types really well as well. And help Jellicent avoid them. It might be better at learning out the grass types in general anyways. So maybe something to look at. Electrode. That's actually really interesting. It's going to lose hard to all the other grasses. But it's pacing so good that it's going to keep up with Weezing. Let's just plug it in. No, let's not plug it in here, though. Let's plug it in here. Electrode. Oop, that's not the right one. Something is not right. Thundershock, Wild Charge, Swift. That makes sense to me. 13 and 15 is not bad in the ones, considering there's a lot of grasses here. It's going to destroy Golisopod, Jellicent, Lapras. This is interesting. What about... Oh, and that's in the 2s even. On the 0s. 13 and 15 in the 0s. Losing to Empoleon, but not by much. Loses to Lapras. That's a shame. But again, it's like by 1 HP. Oh, Charm Ninetales is in this meta? Why would you do Charm Ninetales? Not sure I understand that. Interesting. I didn't realize that there were Charmers in this. Wigglytuff's in there too. Just seems like that's not a good play to run Charm in this meta when the number 1's a Poison and number 2's a Steel. And then there's also Tentacruel. Let's take a look at the ones as well. I think Electro does have play. Wow, 17 and 11 in the ones. That's really good. It's really good. And I don't know, you maybe don't survive Sludge. Yeah, okay, it's just Sludge to take you out. So well, why are we not wild charging? What is that? I mean, it doesn't take them out, but puts them way down on HP. You can't use it as a safe swap. Let me just say that. You can't use it as a safe swap. Might be... It's awkward as a closer because if you need wild charge. So it'd have to be a lead, and then if you lead into a grass type, it's going to be really hard to overcome it. But I wouldn't say it's the end of the world. I wouldn't say it's the end. So it has play. It's not necessarily a safe pick, but it does have some really strong play. Okay, so we've got an Amoonguss team. Lapras looks really good. What else did I say looks really good? Leavanny's interesting to me. I don't know that I love it more than Amoonguss yet. No, both have ghost type fast moves. It just has better pacing, but it's more glassy. I don't know. Not sold on it. Quillfish, unfortunately, not gonna be as good as I hope it to be. Empoleon, Empoleon's so interesting to me, but Metal Claw's so bad. Should we look at a Credilli team? Credilli safe swap team? Alright. We're doing Credilli safe swap. Number one thing we need is a lead that's going to destroy Ferrothorn. It can't be Wheezing because they're going to farm down your Credilli eventually and leave with the Flash Cannon. I mean, it could be your own Ferrothorn, because you're going to drop their attack so many times, and you could always leave with energy on your own Ferrothorn coming out of it. I don't see anything super wrong with that, just right off the bat. Tropius, then you're able to Ice, which I think will exist. Trevenant's a pretty hard wall for it. Bit weak to poison users then. Let's plug it in with our own Pharaoh. Take a look. Alright, we're at a C. What are we? Kind of bad into other grasses. Leavanny's kind of cope. Abomasnow's kind of cope. Like the zeros here is. You get him to 45. That's a non-shadow of Abomasnow with Icy Wind. And they're outpacing to the Icy Wind. They're on Weather Ball. 29 HP. Yeah, okay. Abomasnow could be a bit of a problem there. How's Quillfish not good? It's not that it's not good, it's just worse Tentacruel in this meta. Because the water coverage isn't helping much. And the ice coverage isn't one-shotting anything. Like poison is just really good in this meta. Maybe you could run it with Sludge Wave on it, but again, like the Aqua Tail is just bad, and then like it's just a squishier Tentacruel, unfortunately, in this meta. I want it to be good, but not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Yeah, okay. I don't think Ferrothorn's the pairing you want then. So it needs to beat all grasses essentially. Grenade again leaves you weak to the poisons. How is it to match up into Tinta? It's not listed here. Let's take a look. We have the wrong moveset here. No, we're just losing that. Winning the zeros if you go Grass Knot. There's no way that's that big of a damage difference. Interesting. I am not sure what to pair with Credilli. Feels like the list drops off pretty hard, pretty quick. I mean, you're seeing Ivysaur here. Granted, like Electrode wasn't bad. Togetic's interesting since it has Psyshock, but it's just a worse fairy, I think, overall. 20 and 8 in the ones. All right, let me revisit. That's with Ice Beam? I mean, I'm getting 18 and 9, but that's still really good. Struggling, of course, against Jealous and Lapras, I think are going to be pretty common. I'm not sure about Dugong being as common. Tentacruel is going to be very common. Ferrothorn is going to be very common. Araquanid maybe not as much. Clefty is going to be those that have it. Amoonguss looks really good to me, but I don't know how common it will be. So what is it actually winning? It's winning against Pod in the ones. Wins against Leavanny. That one makes sense. Wins against Mantine because Mantine's bad neutrally. Wins against Credilli, but that's kind of cope. You gotta land the Ice Beam. Against Impoland, that makes no sense to me, but okay, sure. Wins against Weezing, that one makes sense. Charm, are we going to see Charmers? Mawile, I don't think it's going to be that common. Wins against a Bombstow, that does make sense to me. Wigglytuff, I don't think we're going to see very much. Trevenant, I don't think we're going to see that much, and that's also bait dependent. Chestnut, bait dependent. Superior is bait dependent, though I feel like it's pretty good still for Quill. Venusaur. Tropius, yeah, probably not that bait dependent. Tropius probably fights back really well in the twos though. So like, yeah, no, some small differences like that. I figured there was something there. I don't know. I'm not sold. Maybe I'll change my mind here in a couple days once I see how the meta shakes out. But it just seems like a lot of the wins it has is bait dependent, or like, I mean, I can even just go here and turn off baiting on both sides and see how that affects. So then it drops down to 12 and 15. Whereas the Tentacruel baiting off. 17 and 9, because if you just go straight acid spray. Yeah. Yo, what's up, Waddles? Appreciate it. I don't know. Maybe it'll grow on me right now. Doesn't look too good to me. Okay, we're back to looking for something that's going to destroy all grass types. Let's do it this way then. All right. think Ferrothorn will be common. I think Abomasnow we will see. I don't know how common, but I think we will see it. Amoonguss. And just for fun, we'll put Leavanny in here. You know what? It's a little bit slower to do it this way, but I can see actual battle ratings this way. Abomasnow wins against all of them. Araquanid wins against all of them. Both those are weak to poison, though. Dugong wins against everything except for Ferrothorn. Not loving that idea. Pod. Klefki. Okay, Lapras, that's kind of bait dependent. Mantine. I mean, Shadow Mawile does it. But again, weak to the poison. Maybe we do plug in Weezing. Tropy is actually pretty good into all these except for Abomasnow. Let's take a look at Tropius first. Try not to just abuse Weezing, but that does get us up to an A ranking. Klefki's still a problem. Oh yeah, Tentacruel. What am I talking about? Tentacruel's a problem then. No. Oh, but even Weezing Tentacruel's a problem. Maybe we do Credilli lead, Tenta safe swap. I mean, yeah, it loses to Ferrothorn. But wait, Shadow. Shadow, right? I think the Shadow, if you go straight Acid Spray. No, I'm coping. Time to try rank 1 Sunflora. Let's go. I think I actually have like a really high ranked one too, but I've never built it. Oh, you know what? What was the other thing I was thinking is going to be really good? It has dark coverage. I don't remember. Cacturn. What about Cacturn? Losing to Lapras is insane. There's no way that's real. One turn changes it, and we destroy. Look at this. 85 HP remaining. And you're boosted. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to have time to build a Cacturn team today, but I think it's one to have on your radar. I do think it's one to have on your radar. Yeah, it's losing to Gliscod. What about the twos? Destroying it! Okay. Okay, we're going to come back. Well, I'm not going to come back today for that, because I am actually over the 1 hour mark, but I need to get y'all at least a second team here. So I don't hate this. Credilli lead, Tentacruel safe swap idea. But we have to have something that's hard winning against the fairies. Not the fairies, the grasses. As my closer. What is Tentacruel going to lure out outside of steel types? I mean, heck, you could even have this as the backline, but then again, you're still stuck figuring out what to lead. Yo, what's up, Simon? Appreciate it. What if the next season we get Sludge Drapion? Will be good? Yeah, I mean, Sludge is more spammy than Sledge Bomb. Mantine would still be weak to Ferrothorn, but it's not that bad since these Ferrothorns aren't running Thunder. I mean, we'd be really weak to all the steals. So if Klefki is a thing, it would be a problem. Shield Advantage and Empoleon? I mean, I want it to be good. I don't know. Metal Claw's pretty bad. It looked bad in The Sims. But I wasn't looking at Shield Advantage. I was looking at even shields. Appreciate Girthy. I don't know. I'm kind of drawing a blank here. What's I mean, I can plug in Weezing. Okay, so if I do Weezing, maybe we could do Tentacruel lead, Credilli swap, and then Weezing closer. Try to get a shield advantage at some point for Weezing. You can basically control switch advantage with Tentacruel if you want to, but that's like only if you really need to. That does give us an A. Can I sort this alphabetically the other way? Like, no, you can't flip it. Okay. So we'll just real quick. Credilli here. Weezing here. No, I did that wrong still. Tentacruel is supposed to be the lead. Tentacruel. Weezing. Oop. Weezing. Alright, so Tentacruel lead. Oh, then you're ABA poison. Then Lapras is the problem. I think my problem is I'm trying so hard to make this Credilli work. But actually, if we had this back line, I think this will probably be one of the most common teams out there. Ferrothorn double poison, right? Now Ferro's losing to Klefki. We have Weezing that can nuke it. Ferrothorn's losing to Leavanny. We have Answers, Abomasnow, Mantine, Mawile, I mean, Among Us. Yeah, I mean, you just run Ferrothorn, and this time I actually can just sort it alphabetically and it works. Trevenant's a core breaker, but we already looked at this. Tentacruel wins that in the twos. You just throw the acid sprays. Nobody's going to be running Pelipper. What are you running Pelipper for? We talked about water coverage being bad, so you're going to have to land Hurricanes with Pelipper. That's not real. It's not real, and it can't hurt me. Decidueye, bit of core breaker, but it's probably the same as Trevenant, right? Tentacruel can handle it. So I don't know for the Credilli. People are going to come up with some really good Credilli teams. It's going to be a good save swap. I feel like it will, though. I guess it depends on how much Ferrothorn there is, because it's bad into Ferrothorn, but it's not actually that bad. Like, you get it low. I don't know. Psywave, Psychic, Starmie. What in the world? I don't know. I'll have to sim some stuff like that on my own time. Maybe up in the 2900s, Empoleon will work. Oh, you trying to finish your push? Let's go. Hope you get it. I hope you get it. Wish Stillwing wasn't nerfed. No, I agree. I've avoided Great League for most of the season. Managed to get on boards for the first time at 280. Crashed hard, but doing better with your jump up Blastoise team. Let's go. Let's go. Congrats on getting on the leaderboard. And happy my team can help you. I hope you climb. Looking good for 47. Oh, come on, Chaos. All right. I do need to wrap it up here. There's a few things that I really want to take a look at more. Number one being that Cacturne. Number one, I want to dive into that Cacturne, but I guess y'all will have to wait to see if I'm able to make something work with it. For those that weren't here at the beginning of the stream, I will not be live anymore on Thursdays. Not Thursdays, on Wednesdays. My at-home work from home days have changed, so I'm home now Mondays and Thursdays. So planning on doing something similar to this on Mondays. I'll probably try to prep a little bit better for the meta so that the actual team building goes quicker, and then maybe we can make videos out of it as well after the stream as well. So I don't know, I'm figuring out the new schedule. I will still be doing shorts every single day, so if you're into YouTube shorts, check those out. If you are on TikTok, I'm also uploading them to TikTok every single day. So yeah, go drop a follow over on TikTok. Yeah, if you're looking for more Chillis content, that's where it's at right now. Every day for April, I'm gonna make sure that I get at least one short out there. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Appreciate y'all all for hanging out with me today on my birthday. Appreciate all the happy birthday wishes and just for y'all hanging out with me in general. I just realized I had this set to top chat and not live chat, so I hope I didn't miss anyone's message. I hope I didn't. It's possible. But regardless, take care of yourself, and I will see y'all soon. Peace out.